Dry figs. Dried figs are a delicious and nutritious snack made from dehydrated fresh figs. They have a sweet and slightly chewy texture and are a great source of various vitamins and minerals such as potassium, calcium, iron, and vitamins A, E, and K. Additionally, they are also a good source of fiber, which can help regulate digestion and keep you feeling full. To make dried figs, fresh figs are first washed, dried, and then cut off their stem. They can be dried in a dehydrator, in an oven, or even in the sun if the weather is dry and warm. The drying time will vary depending on the size and ripeness of the figs, as well as the method used for drying. Dried figs can be enjoyed on their own as a healthy snack, or they can be used in a variety of recipes, such as an ingredient in baking, like cakes, muffins, and breads. As a topping for cereal, oatmeal, and yogurt. As a filling for cookies and pastries. As a sweetener for sauces, marinades, and dressings. As an addition to salads for a natural sweetness and texture. They can also be rehydrated by soaking them in water or other liquids, such as fruit juice or wine, which will plump them up and make them more tender. They can also be chopped and added to meat dishes, like meatloaf or meatballs for a natural sweetness and extra moisture. It's worth noting that dried figs are quite calorie-dense, so it's important to keep track of portion sizes when consuming them as part of a weight loss diet. Additionally, if you are purchasing dried figs, make sure to choose figs that are plump and moist, free of mold or signs of spoilage, and check the ingredients list to avoid any added sugar or preservatives. Dry figs recipe. Dried figs are a delicious and nutritious snack that can be enjoyed on their own or used in a variety of recipes. Here's a simple recipe for making dried figs at home. Ingredients: fresh figs. Sugar, optional. Instructions: preheat your oven to its lowest setting, usually around 150 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, 65 to 93 degrees Celsius. Rinse the figs and pat them dry with a clean towel. Cut off the stem of the figs and slice them in half. If desired, you can sprinkle a little bit of sugar on the figs before drying. Arrange the figs on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper, cut side up. Place the baking sheet in the oven and dry the figs for 8 to 12 hours, or until they are dehydrated to your liking. The drying time will depend on the size and ripeness of the figs, as well as your oven. Once the figs are dried, remove them from the oven and allow them to cool completely. Once cooled, store the dried figs in an airtight container in a cool, dry place. They will keep for several months. You can also dry the figs in a dehydrator, following the manufacturer's instructions, or even in the sun if the weather is dry and warm. Once you have your dried figs, you can enjoy them as a healthy and delicious snack on their own, or you can use them in a variety of recipes such as making a fig jam, adding them to your breakfast oatmeal or yogurt, or even using them to make a sweet dessert.